Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, my friends. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about these vampires. Y'all love these damn vampires. Man, realize what's happening, man. Recognize. Recognize and realize. I'm in here. Go check me out. I'm in here. It's late. I'm doing the midnight hour. I'm trying to go live. Nobody's in here, but that's okay. When you go back and rewatch, you can be like, man, I wish I would have came in here, man, and saw what T was talking about. I wish I would have saw, man. We're gonna talk about these damn vampires that nobody act like nobody is here. This one is probably a vampire too. God damn it. You see fucking Dracula here. Jesus Christ. Look at that. It's pale. That's why, man. Nobody's talking about this crazy stuff that's happening around us, and we act like it's just not a thing. And oh, by the way, Project Hail Mary that is going to be that's going to be the #1 box office flop for the year. Thanks so much for joining us. We love to see you in the crowd. You know, don't be a stranger. Speak up. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. This is the midnight hour with T. I was forced to go on to this, man, because nobody wants to talk about this damn vampires that's out there. This thing is a real thing. It has been happening for decades. We're living in a real life comic book, y'all. Damn. Can they stop? Fucking doing all kind of crazy stuff, eating. Man, they talked about there's a container they found back in 1982 full of 17,000 bodies. And there's no grave for them. There's no nothing. They don't even talk about what happens to them, dude. Nothing. Nothing. And all y'all think, oh, Uncle T is a big old conspiracy theorist. Talking about Sneaky Sevens, Sydney's. I've been right so far. And none of y'all been on board. I've been right. I've been right. I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all from the beginning. Listen to me. When y'all find out the earth is flat, you're going to be like, damn, fucking T told me. He told us. Why would you believe that? Knowing what just happened. And they act like this guy was the only guy doing this stuff. Like it's not happening anymore. We got the #1 bad guy. They act like he's Megatron. They act like the Decepticons are not going to stop being Decepticons. And that's what they are, folks. They are Decepticons. We are really living with Transformers more than meets the eye. But y'all tune out. Y'all don't want to hear Uncle T say it. You've been watching these shows. They've been doing all this stuff, showing you exactly where they're at with that, man. Exactly where they're at. They're showing you exactly what's up, man. All these movies we've been seeing all this time, man. We're seeing vampire movies, this vampire movies, that, and these people are actually vampires. Laughing in your face. It's disgusting. What's up, y'all? Hey, glad DA pushed y'all over here, man. This is crazy, y'all. Believe Uncle T. Stay up with me, man. I'm going to start doing these midnight hours every now and then. Not all the time. Like to see all you in there. Okay. I'm just telling you, man. It is crazy what's happening. Crazy. Crazy. And you know why they don't go after these monsters? Because they're monsters too. Because they got under monsters. And there's more monsters, dude. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. They won't go after these people and say, hey, I'm going to prosecute you. You'll go after Diddy. You'll go after R. Kelly. You'll go after Bill Cosby. You'll go after everybody else. Got the names of these people and don't go after them. Who is making the fucking rules up? Those fuckers, man. That's why they're telling you to be a good citizen. Fucking go home. Don't fucking question anything. You better start believing, Uncle T. In this island, how come they never show you where it is on the actual map? On the actual Google map? Because they're fooling you. You're being fooled. They put up a sunscreen around this stuff, and Uncle T is here to tell you, just like I told you, I was the first to tell you about the earth being flat. There's more land out there than you think. Wait till you realize what's really going on. Damn it. It's like me telling you, hey man, I'm the only person who makes cheesecakes. You're gonna be like, what? If I shut down, there's still gonna be cheesecakes, man. That's what they're doing in the EP files, man. It is, dude. We should be marching down the street. Where's all those fake protests for that? Where are you at? How come you ain't sending ICE agents in to get those fuckers now? How come? How come? Because it's bullshit. Bullshit. Every one of those fuckers are they're amongst you. I keep telling y'all, it's about families who are fucking destroying your life. It's families. There's one family trying to. There's one family leads to another family to another. It's like a tree branch. This fucker EP, the EP files. That's Hydra. That's why they won't go after it. You're living in the real life. You're living in the real life civil war. This is a Marvel movie. This is Marvel Zombies. Jesus Christ. You spent all that manpower going after Diddy, all that manpower going after R. Kelly, all that manpower going up, but now you don't know how to do that shit. What happened to that? Did we just learn? We forget how to fucking get people? Go in there and fucking yank those fuckers out their house. If I don't fucking pay my taxes, you fucking go in there with fucking more agents than anybody. Go in there and get those fuckers. How come? Because they're all in on it. All these people are in cahoots. Hollywood's in cahoots. They all are. You know why they don't go off this? Because this will be a huge RICO case. This is the same shit that we saw in V for Vendetta. This is the same thing we saw in The Dark Knight, right? I feel like I'm Commissioner Gordon. Everybody around me they're all in on it. They're all in on it. And nobody says anything. Nobody. They act like it's not happening. They dismiss it. Come on, man. They're talking about birthing centers, which is people who don't have social security numbers, who don't have fingerprints, don't have anything. They just birth babies. Who does that? There's no outrage for that. There's nobody saying, man, what in the holy trinity is going on here? But we want to fucking talk about movies and fucking Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary is going to tank. The first box office flop of the year. Guaranteed that's going to flop. You know why? Because Ryan Gosling's in it. And I don't want to see another movie where one guy is going to say, he's not fucking Superman. He got more fucking powers than fucking Lex Luthor. He going to save the fucking world? Get the fuck out of here, man. No. But they do this shit to distract you from the EP files and all that shit that's happening because they're all in on it. Because they can't prosecute everybody. They can't. Somehow you can send ICE down to fucking LA, ICE to fucking Minneapolis, ICE to everywhere, ICE baby. But you can't get these fucking people who actually eating babies. What the fuck? What the hell? What the? I guess, yeah, HE double hockey stick is definitely in the house. What is, I mean, I don't know if you're pissed about this, but I'm pissed, y'all. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. This is disappointing. Humanity is sick. Sick. This is, man, I would liken this to, this is probably almost akin to slavery, man. This is horrific news. And these people just get to walk around. The person that did something horrendous gets to drink coffee right now. They get to drink coffee. How do you get to drink coffee based on what you do? What's this? You listen to Thought Crimes? I haven't listened to Thought Crimes, man. I don't know who that is, man. I just illegals are like, come on, dude. They go after, you got all this. Where is Sicario when you need it? Where is Benicio del Toro? Take them out. I need Josh Brolin in the house. We need to Thanos snap them out of here. This is horrific, dude. And the more and more you go down these rabbit holes, it makes you sad because you didn't listen to the kids, man. Listen to the kids when they say something's happening. Fucking listen to them. These kids have got all kinds of stories, man. And how come the news isn't fucking talking about that, but they're talking about fucking Savannah Guthrie? I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, what the fuck? She's old. She's probably drinking a fucking blood. She's probably fucking have a fucking kid margarita. I don't want to fucking do that. Just fucking still having fucking kid Mai Tais. This is not cool. Not cool. You should be pissed. You should be fucking royally fucking pissed. Damn. We ain't doing nothing, man. We just sitting back. You know why? Because they're keeping us stressed with bills. Say, man, pay your bill, pay your bill, pay this, pay that, pay this. We're going to start rain clouds. We're going to start wind. We're going to do this. Oh, SpaceX is going off. We're shooting this off. Shoot. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Put those fuckers on a rocket and send them fucking, because there's no such thing as outer space, but send them somewhere. Send them to the moon. Jesus, man. And these people, man, are telling you to be good so they can be bad. And it's just like you as a parent. You got to understand that you have been conditioned for this stuff. When you tell your child, hey, do as I say, not as I do. Well, they've been doing some fucking foul shit and they know it's these people. And they don't fucking step down. They don't do anything. What happened? Don't worry, to have to do. God, they better, man. They better wear gasoline draws to hell. They better not see God. They better, hey, go skip, go past, go. Get out of here. That is despicable, deplorable. And if you go back years, look up the McMartin trials. Look at the McMartin trials from the 80s, right here in Manhattan Beach, where the kids was telling them, hey, they got underground tunnels and they got all this stuff happening. And the trial went on for like 7 years. And what happened? Nobody was found guilty of nothing. And they wound up bulldozing the place and finding out there's tunnels underneath there. Just like they talked about that damn Pizzagate. And then you watch these fucking old shows and these commercials and they got fucking slices of pizza. I just seen Reggie Miller, Vince Vaughn, and fucking Owen Wilson in a commercial that's not selling pizza where they have pizza and a slice of it and they're laughing. Ha, I got my pizza. I'm telling you, we got sickos around here, man. Sickos. And I'm not going to be quiet about it. Sickos. And it's all about secrets, man. It's all about secrets. Just like the banks know when you get paid and they tell the creditors. How do you think they make their money? They're telling other people, hey, he got paid. You better call him. I think you better, hey, may I speak to Terrence? May I speak to so-and-so? Can you pay this? This has happened to us, man. You need to wake up. Wake up. I've been trying to wake y'all up here for the last so-and-so years. But y'all want me to talk about her. I mean, this good chick. And you want me to talk about other stuff, which I can, fine. But this is horrible. And if you think there was only one guy that headed up the whole ringleader crew, you're crazy. There are so many of them. It's unbelievable. Just like they got a trash island off the coast of the Pacific coast, a 5-mile trash island that nobody talks about. This is happening too. What do you think they're dumping the bodies? Jesus. Come back and help me. Now, I forgot those calls. What calls, man? What you talking about? Sitting back in the cut. Yeah, everybody's sitting back in the cut, man. They're doing their thing. They don't want to talk about it. You wouldn't say slavery. I don't ever want to know the horrors of slavery, but I got a book called Lest We Forget that talks about some of the things that happened to my ancestors. Horrific, despicable. And if this could be, I mean, you can't compare, but this is just sick, dude. You did this to people, to children. What are you thinking of, man? What are you thinking of? What, this is, I got 2 children, man. I'm scared to say it, man. It might come out. Jesus, what? Stand trial. And they're not going to make these people stand trial. I'm going to tell you something that happened in back 2013, y'all. You remember that girl in the Chuck card? The girls that they found in Cleveland? A bus driver in Cleveland. Anybody, shout out to Cleveland. Anybody in here from Cleveland? A bus driver from Cleveland. A school bus driver, is my understanding. A school bus driver has enough money to take care of 5 people. Himself. The 3 girls and 2 small babies in one house in Cleveland on a bus driver's salary. And he had 2 dogs. If you think that man was by himself taking care of those girls, you're crazy. That's why they killed him in jail. Castro. They castrated Castro. And that quickly went away. That story, you cannot, when you go and try to find that story, it's going to be minimal coverage. And he got a girl he had a special needs girl helping him. And the girl was pretty. It is crazy. Look, in 94, that film Surviving the Game, Ice-T, yeah. It turns out Epstein was doing that too. This stuff, they know exactly what they're playing in your face. Pause. Sick. I just seen something where they found a container back in the early 80s with 17,000 baby bodies stacked on top of stuff with missing parts. Just disgusting, dude. Disgusting. Everybody is in on it. Everybody, trust no one. They all are in on it. Anybody you see living in a fucking big ass house, you're like, how are you fucking affording to live in a big ass house? You work in a warehouse too? They're all in on it. I know this is tough stuff that you don't want to hear, but your uncle is here to tell you. I am telling you, this is fucking super fucking creepy. It's nasty, man. Nasty. You want to know how I know I'm telling the truth? Go to the Hamptons. Go to Palm Springs at night. Go to West Hollywood. They got those boys up there, you know, the little soy boys. They do blood transfusions, man, to keep them alive, to keep them fucking living long. Betty White living to 100. Bullshit. Come on. They don't have no cancer, don't have no ailments. They swap the blood. They do the blood transfusion, swap the blood. Then they get revitalized and they walk around you like they hurting, but they can move like a cat. You watching vampires, literally watching vampires. You watching Dracula. Nobody wants to think. I'm telling you, they're vampires. I'm not all in. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with. Give me fucking Blade. Give me Van Helsing. Fuck that. And then they're gonna fool you. They're gonna fuck around and fool you with this AI shit because you're not gonna know what's real. And your brain is gonna say, oh, you're gonna have a brain fart, man. It's going to happen. And I'm talking about open mouth fart in your face, fart particles in your nostrils. Yeah, we're gonna get ugly. This has been a long time coming. Pause. This is disgusting, man. Disgusting behavior, dude. Disgusting behavior. And I don't know why. I have no idea why these people are doing what they're doing, man. Only other than to just troll us, man. Just to simply troll us, man, with bullshit. Just a straight up troll trial. Why would you do this? Why would you do this nasty beyond nasty thing? This is and the news, and you can't trust the news. You want to watch a good show? Watch Network from 1976. Great movie. Dude, you got to go to the window and say, I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Pause. This is despicable, man. Despicable, some of the stories you hear about these people, man. Despicable. Nasty, dude. It's like what they were talking about over here in Wilmington, California, where a sick teacher, was doing this to kids in the 80s and 90s, putting his damn man milk on the cookies and giving it to kids to eat. But the LA Unified School District was quiet about that because it didn't leave out of that little circle. When I lived in Vegas, somebody came down, they were reusing the syringes and giving them to people for the clinics. That story never left Vegas. These people are in on it. Megan Fox and Machine Gun kind of literally drink. That's fucking crazy, dude. What are they doing? This is so disgusting, dude. Pause. What? Anything that's close to anything that may be paused, whether I'm pausing tonight. Uncle is mad. I'm mad, y'all. I'm mad. And you should be fucking pissed too. If you got kids, man, don't let them out your sight, man. This is disgusting, dude. Disgusting. They're doing that to right now as we speak, that's happening. If you don't, and you saw it before in Taken. Everybody like Liam Neeson, we saw this stuff in Taken. These motherfuckers got the nerve to write the fucking stories about it. And they've been doing it for centuries. What do you think the Pied Piper story is about? It's disgusting. Like I said earlier, you know how to go in there and get Diddy. You know how to go get these illegals, but you don't know how to get them. Where the fuck is all that at? You know how to do No Kings protest and all this shit. Where the protests for this? You can do fuck Wall Street fucking protests, but you can't go on and say, hey, motherfucker. Somehow, that's how you know it's fucking rigged. You do that January 6th shit, the 6th shit, everybody, hey, we're going to go and rush the buildings. How come you ain't rushing these motherfuckers now? Because you're full of shit. It's all fucking theater. It's theater. And pardon me for cursing, but I'm just passionate about this. And I just don't like to see us be fooled, man. You know, you can't unsee what you see. You need to take the red or green pill. Figure out what it is, man. It really is the Matrix. They play in your face. Pause. That's a pause. Play in your face is a pause. Dang, man. We are all upset, bro. They're not doing anything about it, dude. And we put people in office to do things about it, but they're not going to do anything because I keep telling you, they're all in on it, dude. You look at these writers for these shows, they're from Ivy League schools. They're doing that shit. They are the fucking ones, dude. They are the puppets, dude. And they run it for the puppet master. They're the writers of these fucking city shoes. That's why your fucking Snape is black. That's why your fucking Game of Thrones, they got black dudes with fucking gray, with fucking white hair and shit. They're doing it, dude. They've been doing it's an agenda, dude, to get you not to fucking pay attention to this stupid shit. God damn it. You ain't doing no, I mean, if they were gonna do some surprise raid and do it, but they can't. The puppet master for sure. For sure. And I'm so thankful, man. They didn't come to me with a big enough bag for me to say, damn, I could turn the other cheek. I don't know what that's like, man. I don't want to know what that's like, dude. And you shouldn't either, man. You shouldn't. They're the fucking kids, dude. If you are listening to this dude, you were a kid once. You were a kid once. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Some of these kids don't even know. They don't even know life outside the wall. And where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? Where are the names of the kids? They don't have names. They don't have fingerprints. They don't have anything. All these countries are in on it. Everybody's in on it. Everybody. Don't you understand? These people are in no-fly zones. They're in places that you will never know the fucking name of it. Why do you think there's so many countries you never heard of? They only act like there's a couple countries. There's plenty of countries you never ever heard of, but they're doing that. It is a real thing that's happening. And I don't know why people aren't fucking pissed. It is crazy, dude. You got, yes, real life vampires and demons, dude. And once upon a time, you might have thought, man, that fucker's just talking shit. But this shit is real. And you guys don't know. What did Jack Nicholson say? You can't handle the truth. What do you think that was about? This is The Shining. They're doing The Shining. They're doing all these fucking things. This shit is real. Monsters are real. Are fucking very real. Damn, man. It is it to me, man. To me, I don't appreciate being fooled. I don't. And they fool us by saying, go to work, contribute to your 401k, pay your taxes, don't say anything. And you see it right in your face. Pause. You see it, dude. You see all this crazy stuff going on where they making these movies that talk about it. They've been talking about movies. Hollywood, dude. Hollywood ain't nothing but a puppet for the CIA, dude. Puppet, dude. How do you think Facebook got their money? How do you think they got their money from the government? Give me everybody what they're talking about. I want to know who their cousin is, who their friends is, what they like. Think about what that damn phone does. It's all prophecy. It's real. I told you before. Why do you think they call it Apple? What did Adam and Eve bite in the Garden of Eden? Eve bit an apple. That's why there's a bite taken out of this damn thing. And what does this thing know? This thing knows you look at corn. It knows you look at anything you want to look at. It has your greatest fetishes. This thing killed them all. This thing right here killed them all. It killed socialization, real life stuff. And you act like it's not even happening. These people have the information in front of you in your hand saying, hey, look what these fuckers did. And nobody's in jail. Nobody. Where was all that? Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So we use manpower to go into another country, pull out a man and his wife from their house, but we can't pull out these motherfuckers? You got a fucking president from another country in America captured, but you can't get these fuckers? How? How you not rounding up special forces, fucking customs, everybody to get these fuckers who did this crazy thing? They're eating babies, man. Babies. Crazy stuff to girls. Crazy stuff. And they act like there were no boys there. But they did that stuff to boys too. All of them are contrite. From the Catholics to you name it, to the small hats, to everybody. Everybody is a part of it, dude. It's like Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club doesn't exist. They have been doing Fight Club against you guys. Damn, man. Facebook ain't nothing, man. That's nothing, man. All for that damn adrenochrome, man. It is nasty, dude. Nasty, dude. You've been learning about vampire bloods for all this time. All this time. And you're eating fucking humans. You're eating human beings. Do you realize that? I'm not trying to make you vegan or scare you up. Look who owns Beyond Me. You know who owns Beyond Me? Bill Gates. He owns Beyond Me. Yuck. I hope you weren't eating that crap anyway. It is, dude. They put food coloring on it to make it look red. On the meat, pause. It's gassed. When you go to most of the grocery store, not a butcher, but a grocery store, the food is gassed to keep that same color. Why do you think that is, man? Why do you think that is? These people have been giving you meat that is, you've been eating human beings, human flesh. You've been eating it. Yes. Pause. Even I'm not above this. I'm not above. We all are participants. That's why they don't prosecute these people, because how are you gonna make it stick? How are you gonna make it stick? Because you're gonna say everybody was complicit to all this stuff. You let it go on and you knew about it. Unbeknownst to you. Do you know what would happen? They just show with the goddamn dude who takes photos of your kids at your damn photos of your kids at your school. That fucker was sharing photos across the fucking globe of your children without your permission. Is this not making sense? On your phone, you have to have iCloud. That iCloud stores your photos. Man, I'm telling you, if they look at my shit, they're going to see the wildest stuff ever with women. Wildest. I'm talking about, man. Dude, you would think I have a medical clinic going on, dude, because I got a lot of head doctors on my fucking film. But damn, that's my prerogative. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. It's not a crime. This stuff is weird, man. It's weird. It's weird that we can go into another country, yank a president out, but we can't go in here and get these people. We know the names and addresses of where these people are at, and nobody does anything. You know why? Because they're all in on it. All in on it. All in it. If I can get some likes from y'all, that would be great. Give me some likes, baby. That's all I want. I'm your crazy uncle. I don't do this often. I just felt passion to do this. I had to explain a sneaky 7. Billie Eilish is a sneaky 7. You're going to thank me later. In 6 years, you're going to be like, yes. We'll see who pans out well. If this one pans out, I'm going to tell you right now, in 2 years, this one's done. She's done. No more adrenochrome. What happened to the adrenochrome, y'all? What happened to it? Is it just not being made anymore? Look at how they did this. They put a movie out called Monsters, Inc. that basically talks about adrenochrome. Do you understand what's happening? Boom. Hey, welcome to the fucking show. Welcome to the fucking show. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the boom. Mind's been blown, huh? Yeah. Wait till you figure out ain't no fucking such thing as dinosaurs. Wait till you figure out there's land beyond Antarctica. When you find out this thing, you are on this big spaceship disc that is somewhere floating in some existence. Wait till you find out there's really mermaids, huh? Wait till you really find out there's an island, a whole continent full of them, and they're nasty and they're not nice. They are fucking mean. Read up and do all the stories about that. You can look it up. Google it. Google it. Google it. Google how they find them in Jamaica, how they wash up on shore. This is not me. This is not me saying this stuff. This is the internet. And you guys get all out of whack. It's like, oh my God, Uncle T's not talking about Sydney Sweeney. No, talking about some real stuff here. Real stuff is happening. When they were talking about Pizzagate. God damn it. I remember that way back in the day. Talking about these people are sinister. Sinister. And I'm talking about to the umpteenth power. Damn, man. Man. That's why you think they're doing this? This they, him, she, they, or you know, this Mighty Morphin Power Ranger thing they got. These people, I'm telling you, man, these people will go around and convince you that they can be anything they want to be. I feel like I'm a male. I feel like I'm a female. You know what? I'm a male and I'm in the female's bathroom. What are you doing? And the water, we'll talk about the water next time. We'll talk about how the water itself, the reason why you're seeing these men and women act crazy is because the water, this stuff here, the water, where do you think people are? You think your toilet water and your sink water come from a different pipe, pause? It's from the same thing. People are flushing down their medicine. They flush their medicine down the toilet. And then you bathe in that stuff. You get the aromas and all that stuff. You get all this stuff happening to you. It sounds crazy, but it's true. And what do? You drink from the stuff. You get water out of the faucet. This stuff is happening. It's really happening. That's why when the rainwater comes down, it's raining right now in Los Angeles. Raining, pouring. And my grass hasn't grown not one blade. And it's been pouring. That'll tell you something is going on. That'll tell you something, man. It is despicable. Rock, I'm going to send you a link right now, man. Pause. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Technical difficulties. I got to send my man some, I'm going to send him a link so he could join on. I just need some perspective on this thing. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. I ain't going nowhere. I'm on a roll tonight. I'm on a roll. And it's just getting started. Y'all need to, man, how can they go in and go get these people? How can they go in and get these people and not take these people out of it? This is disgusting, man. Disgusting. Your hero, whoever your hero is probably doing this. I got plenty of things I don't want people to know about, but this, I've never done anything as sinister as these people, man. Sinister, man. And everybody's trying to use, I just knew them. I didn't know. They have the files, dude. I'm gonna give you more streams, Tony. Don't worry. I can't say I'm coming. Pause. But I'm gonna do more of these, man. But I'm telling you right now, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad that it's been in these movies all this time, man. It's sad. I sent you a link, Rock. It's sad, dude. It's sad. It's sad that this stuff is going down, man. And we seem to be helpless. Don't you understand that? I just talked earlier about the guy in Cleveland back in 2013 that had 5 girls, 2 dogs, a mortgage, and he worked as a bus driver. He was not doing that alone. That's why they killed him in jail. There are more people than you think could ever do this. The fluoride in the water, oh man, it definitely lowers your IQ, man. It's to make you stupid. Just like when you eat in the shrimp, when you eat the shrimp, the bottom of the shrimp has a vein. It has a vein, not the poop trail, but underneath. You have to cut that out of the shrimp because that's one of the things that makes you fucking dumb. You gotta cut that out too, man. You got to. It's sad how people. I don't know how they're not talking about it. It's like, God dang, it's like it doesn't exist. It's almost like it's Candyman. Like we won't talk about it. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. Just waking up. It's crazy. Why the hell do they have fluoride in our water? No one knows, man. No one knows. And then you go to the Midwest, dude. You go to the Midwest, there's so much calcium in the water. People's teeth are all messed up. You would think the dentist will be the richest person in the Midwest, man, but they're not somehow. Somehow they don't. This is, to me, this is an abomination, what's been happening, man, in Obama's nation, right? And then you call Kanye crazy, and turns out he was right. You call Uncle T crazy, turns out he was right. Turns out he was right. When y'all got on me about the raspberry in his ear when he got shot, and you go and look at how the cameraman is pushing him to take photos, it's all theater. It is all theater. It's all theater. That's why it's funded. And they're what? Notice how they're taxing us like crazy. You know why they're taxing us? Because they have to pay for this. They're gonna pay an enormous amount. They're gonna do a settlement with these people and have the world pay these people forever. And they're gonna tax you and I for something we had nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. They're not gonna take those people's assets that did it. They're gonna tax us. Like, where's Epstein's money at? He had $1 billion. Did that go to the victims? Where is that money? Matter of fact, Where is the dollar I spent in 1984? Does that just disappear? Does that evaporate? Where does the money go? They act like the money is eaten and fucking shit out somewhere. I've never shit money. Have you shit money? Man, I can't wait to shit 20s and hundreds. Where does that money go? Where did the money go that you spent last month? Or Christmas? Where did that money go? Where is it? Is it just floating? Where is it at? Where? No one can tell us. It's in your poop pellets. I don't know where it is. I don't know why we have to buy organic food. Just don't put any goddamn fucking shit on the goddamn food. Just let it grow. If you don't believe me, look at how this country chops it up into 4 sections. The north, south, east, west. They break it up. And with the food, they give each section a different version of food, because you can't have a fucking nation full of big 6'5", 6'3", 6'4", muscled up guys. You don't do that. So you break it off in little sections. That's why you see when you go somewhere, hey, up the northeast, those fuckers are big old linemen, big old tall kids. In Los Angeles, you don't see tall kids like that. You don't. That's gone. You don't see tall kids in the South like that. Hey, 6'7". You don't see giants walking around, do you? They only play basketball or volleyball. I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand what's going on. Well, no, we can't keep saying that. We do understand what's going on. We do understand, but we can't do a damn thing about it. We can send special forces in to Venezuela and snatch somebody up, but we can't go and find these fuckers and say, get the fuck out. Get a firing squad for them. We won't do that, huh? Why? Why won't people do that? It's crazy to me. Crazy to me. But see, we accept the worst things of the worst things, man. Like I said before, man, y'all think this girl is good looking. Man, dude, in the 90s, dude, this girl, man, come on, dude. Look how hard she has to try. She's not effortlessly. Billie is effortless. Billie, they gotta dumb her looks down because Billie looked good, but they gotta make her look like that goth girl chick. And some people are into that. But I'm telling you, I see behind that stuff and I see, oh baby, that's a motorboating place you can go. She's her own amusement park, dude. Come on, man. She's Splash Mountain, pause. She's Raging Waters. She's all that stuff. You telling me you ain't motorboating that? God, man. And those eyes, oh man. She got POV eyes. Focus here. All right. Back to this whole thing about this whole EP Files thing, man. The news doesn't talk about it. They don't, man. It's just like hey, I got news for you. Martin Luther King's name is not Martin Luther King. It's Michael King. All right? Got news for you. Got news for you. Got news for you. In the movie Roots, that shit was made up. That's not an actual story about an actual person. That is just lies. Lies. They made that story up. But the stuff like that happened, but that story is fiction. It's all to fool you, man. That's why, but see, our kids, this generation, your generation, I'm talking to you, you're not buying it. You're not buying this crap. That's why you don't go to the movies, you don't go to the mall. You guys aren't buying it all. You say, no way. No way, I can't afford anything. I don't want to go to school for what? To be in debt for nothing. For nothing. For nothing. That's just like them going around here saying, oh man, LA County, man, they're gonna go snatch it. It's 4 million Hispanic people in LA. I wish they would try to get them all up. I wish they would. 4 million, that's a goddamn small army. 4 million. And I don't know how many undocumented. That's just in Los Angeles County. The surrounding counties got 1 million plus more than them. They're not going nowhere. Stop trying to harass them. They're good. They're good. But the news tries to spin it like, oh, they're not. No, they're good. They're good. Trust me. One thing they are is resilient. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you saw colors. We don't die, we multiply. Colors. You know what I mean? This is all this stuff. All these people are quiet. All these billionaires quiet. They ain't saying, hey man, let me help these people. Let me be humanitarian, man. Where is the humanitarian millionaire? Since we down rabbit holes tonight. All right, explain to me this. Somebody tell me this in the comments. What happened to those kids that Rockefeller to the stage? What happened to those kids? What happened to those kids that got rescued in Haiti? The same.
This all.
Huh?
My camera's still. Oh, I'm gonna say my camera must be booting up. Oh, the fucking slide was turned up.
Y'all, you see him? You see the man, the myth, the legend, right here, baby. Early stream. This is me. This is a T rant. It's a T rant stream.
And you know what? We need more of these because everything you're saying right now, I don't hear anybody brave enough to talk about this because it's on both sides. The Trump meme, both sides. This runs rampant. When we talk about the entertainment, how it's fucked up, that's where it starts. The acting industry, the modeling industry, they're the lookouts, right? So it's like lookouts. But nobody's safe. Eventually, they work their ways to the Republicans with the monies, and they slip up and they do what they're. Everybody's in on this. All right, that's why nobody's got the balls to talk about it. When T started talking about this stuff, we need. If you're scared to talk about it, there's a reason. You know what I mean?
It's happening, dude.
It's happening.
It's happening, dude. It's happening. It's happening. It is despicable, dude.
And he's talking a lot of like metaphors and trying to talk around it for the YouTube algorithm and some of the shit that they did in that fucking island. I joke around. I've seen some crazy shit. You don't want to hear about this. Some white chick made a fucking 3-minute video talking about some of the stuff that she read in the files, and it's like, unless you want to hear some really devilish shit, what the devil does, don't go looking for the video. Because when you do, you'll be like, it's probably 3 minutes long. 30 minutes in, you're going to want to puke. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds after, you'd be like, why the fuck did I watch this? Rock told me not to watch this. And you're going to be fucking questioning the decisions. It's like, and these are the richest, powerfulest people in the world.
Richest power with evidence. It's not like there's evidence. There's evidence. And they're not pursuing this. They're not pursuing this because it is, I would liken this to, it's too big to fail. It's too big to fail because everybody is you watch, if you watch Captain America's Winter Soldier, this is it. This is Hydra. This is Hydra. You cut one head off, 3 more grow. This thing is correct. What do you think they got that whole thing about Hydra from? I told y'all before about how Disney does the
Nazis
cartoons.
Never went away. See, they joke about Nazis never went away and Trump is this, but really, maybe the Democrats were born into Nazism. Everything runs deep into bloodlines, the location. It's like when I joke about the Antarctica thing. You know what? They get places on Antarctica that aren't on fucking Google Maps. But then again, humans don't have the capability of reaching it because it's so cold and we don't have any outposts. It's like, then why the fuck would blurring out shit on Google Maps? There's some shit that and then you be like, the ice wall, like on fucking Game of Thrones. Yeah, why'd they come up with the ice wall surrounding the Game of Thrones? It all makes sense. George R.R. Martin's is writing what he knows because he was let in on the secret. You're like, Rock, you're crazy. I'm not saying that. There's some plausibility, some theories out there that people like. When Nestor Penios asked me the other day, what do you think about the moon landing? And I'm like, well, it's possible, but it's also possible at the time we had film technology to fake it. So when you have a theory,
they did not go.
Exactly.
Anytime they tell you something fast, it's not the truth.
If you watch anybody that's in the film industry go review that footage, they'll be like, dude, we could have faked this easy. I can remove strings. We had the technology to put people on strings and remove them at the time. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm saying it's plausible at the time. We had the evidence, the technology to fake that shit, right? So why can't, just like satellites. Everyone's like, "Oh, we got satellites in orbit." They're not going all the way up into fucking Pluto, asshole. They're going to the stratosphere. That's it. The stratosphere. They're not
They're on
going fucking
balloons.
so far with like the different galaxies. You know, we haven't gone that far. We go to the stratosphere. We've seen Red Bull go up there, and then the fucking car takes off, and then we're going to jump out real quick, and then the car takes off, and then the car just hovers for 5 hours. We don't see shit.
So the simple way to disprove any of that stuff is who is filming from space that shows you this stuff. Where is the camera at? Did you fly a camera up there separately? Did you fly a camera up there? Is that Hubble taking it? But see, they give you stuff and no one gets to question anything because it just happened. It's movie magic. It just happened, right? It's just like when I was growing up in the 80s and the 80s, they used to have this trope. Oh man, you're gonna get movie amnesia. Oh my gosh. All the shows did it. They had the episode about, someone got bopped in their head and they got amnesia. They always do that, man. Always do. Just like they want you to have amnesia about this situation, man. They want you to have amnesia about what you are seeing because they don't. The way they're telling it to you, you didn't experience it, so you're not gonna have any connection.
First-hand experience. That's right.
Right. You're not. And these people are doing these things. And like I said, man, we talk about movies, talk about all the other stuff, man. But this is despicable. You know why they're not touching this? Because this I'm telling you, man, this bleeds into every religion, man. This bleeds into every religion. They have the Dalai Lama in some of these damn files. They have what's his name, Doctor. They have Gupta in here, right? Something Gupta in here. These spiritual advisors are on this list. These people are on it. They're all in on it, man. They're all in on it. What?
It's all the same, T. You got your one side, Bill Gates. Your other side, you're Elon Musk. You got your one side, Sabrina Carpenter's. You got your other side, your girl, Sydney Sweeney's. They got the exact same things, but this one caters to one side and this one caters to the other because we need to keep pitfalls. You know what I mean? We need to divide.
They got all of them. They got all of them in it. You know why? Look, I was gonna say this earlier. Do you know why when you drive down the street, you're like, man, how does that person live in a big old house? How do they do this? Dude, they work for these people. They work for these people. They get budget money. Black budget money. You've seen that in Sicario too. You've seen this stuff. They get these budgets. You wonder why our debt goes through the roof? Because of this. Because it's unmarked bills that they just keep printing up and printing up and printing up. They're going to take more money from us. You know why they're taxing us like crazy? Because the greatest population of people ever born is getting ready to either retire or die.
Yep.
They're not contributing tax money like that anymore. That's why they keep kicking the can down the road. So what do we do to replace that money? Because some of those jobs aren't coming back. What do? We tax these people more and more and more. We renege on all the fucking promises that we made. It is the worst thing you ever could think. Even in Buckingham Palace, shout out to anybody listening from London. Even in Buckingham Palace, you seen that one thing where a kid is hanging out the window in Buckingham Palace, hanging out the window when they snatch him back in. Never heard of him again. That is what's happening, man. These people are vampires, dude. Vampires. Why do you think they send in the fucking Red Cross and try to get blood banks and all this stuff? This stuff is really happening. These people are faking their ailments, walking around like, oh, I'm more old and decrepit. But out of the cameras, these people are as quick as a cat, dude. Don't you believe it? How did Betty White live to 100 years? 100 years, no problems, no fucking diseases, nothing. Some of these people die. These people are fucking... They are monsters, dude. Just like the movie you saw with Matthew McConaughey. Great movie called Frailty. Frailty is a great movie.
They're demons. Why can't you see that, Uncle T? They're not human beings. They're demons.
Right. It is I'm telling you, man, this rabbit hole is bigger than Bugs Bunny could ever fit down, man. It is so ugly, man, that the secrets they keep, dude. You're going around there saying those Obama's kids, knowing they look like the doctor's kids. This is bullshit. It's like you trying to fucking tell me, yeah, those are Michael Jackson's kids. No, they're not. This ain't Michael Jackson's kid. Michael Jackson is the first black man ever, first black person to buy white people. First person ever. That's him. Shit.
And remember, Obama not black. He biracial.
Biracial.
So stop
Fucking
putting this
Mighty
division
Morphin
down.
Power Ranger he is too. Come on, dude.
Stop putting this line down. He's not black. Actually, he's biracial. No, he's not. Actually, he is. He got a mama. So
he's an octoroon. He's an octoroon. Look, I'm telling you right now, man.
Start opening your eyes.
You have to open your eyes and see what's going on, man. This stuff. How can you go into a different country, have a whole mission to snatch somebody out, but when it comes to just getting the citizens of the country here that have done wrong, you have evidence. Why is no one being prosecuted? Why? Why aren't ABC, NBC, all the major multi-corporations interviewing the victims on live TV? Because they act like it just doesn't exist. But you're talking to me about some old lady that fucking got snatched up. Because they all here to distract you, man. That's like if you fucking believe Jesse Jackson didn't get fucking Martin Luther King killed, you crazy, man. They're all doing it. They all are playing the role, dude. And the thing go ahead.
You think the Clintons will show up for this trial that Trump's trying to fucking pull them in there and talk about? The Epstein.
Man.
I
You best believe. You better watch out for another 19. You better watch out for that.
He said
that's what that first one was about.
Somebody in the Clinton campaign said that the Clintons will show up and they will speak at this trial because they're trying to call him in about the Epstein shit. And at first they're like, nah, but apparently in the last week, somebody from the Clinton campaign said they'll show up, they'll testify. I'm like, something's gonna, you said, happen at the last second. Ain't no way you're gonna walk up in there and be
something's
like,
gonna happen. These people are not playing. Hey, and if you listen to Uncle T, you better do a heavy metal detox. You better get all those metals about your body because they're gonna do something crazy with that stuff. Get all the heavy metals. Watch how much cereal you're eating, all that stuff. Watch all the heavy metal stuff. Get up out of that stuff because they're gonna pull something. They're gonna pull something, man. I just don't. If you read some of the horrific things that have happened, it'll make you sick to your stomach, man. Sick to your stomach.
I suggest reading it and just taking our word for it.
It is deplorable, dude.
That's enough to need to know. If you don't want to hear some nasty shit, now, let me replace that to babies. Don't look it up.
I would liken this. I would say, Rock, this is close to if you've ever seen a pig plantation, if you've ever seen a fucking a cow, how cows are killed. That's how they're doing these people. It's just like you're just some number, dude. And they just did a thing showing that the pork supply is tainted with human DNA too. So you eating humans. You are contrite in this thing. That's why they don't pull people up on it, man. Because it's like like I said, it's akin to it's too big to fail. The reason why they bailed out AIG, which is not a bank, by the way, they bailed out AIG because people on the East Coast up and down have life insurance policies. And they would have said, oh, that's it. Boom. How are the life insurance policies going to pay out all these people? Because they don't got enough money. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. We talked about this the other night. The WGA, the Writers Guild of America, is bankrupt right now. How could that ever happen? How? Blame it on healthcare? What? That doesn't make any sense.
They're overspending their budget, which they don't have, trying to persuade elections, which they don't need to be persuading, and people's retirements were being stretched and thinned, and to the point that, well, don't worry, we'll make it back in the next project. And the next projects never came, and then eventually this steamrolls into we broke.
Let me tell you something. I worked in mutual funds. for 2.5 years. Let me tell you something. I think I've said this before. They cannot tell you how much money is really out there because your brain is not ready to absorb that. Let's just put it that way. Your brain is not ready to absorb the amount of money that is really that people really have.
Property It's property. Like even though
No. I'm
like when Diddy
talking
got
about
arrested,
rock. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about like the
Bill
money.
Gates has the most property in America that
Yeah.
nobody lives on. It's forestry bullshit for globalization, naturalization, whatever. Keep wildlife, whatever. You think that's for that? He's going to keep that wildlife forever? Fuck no. When the housing runs out and he needs data centers, he's going to capitalize off that shit. Real
Well,
estate.
they don't tell you how in Wyoming there's this company that they make coal or they do something, right? And on the other side of the hill it used to be like cows and like goats and all these things. And they don't do pan out and let you do drones over that area because you'll see the cows dead from the chemicals. They're dead. They're just laid out dead.
The cow wall instead of an ice wall, we got a cow wall, just fucking like on 300.
Right. It's because of the chemicals though from the plant, from the plant, whatever the fumes are coming out. I think you could find a documentary about it, but it's really, really bad. The company's called FMC, but you didn't hear that from me. But yeah, in Wyoming, man, they have dead animals just on the other side of the mountain.
Bulldozer and just pulling them up in the fucking. God damn, man! You ain't gonna fucking dig a hole for them? Nah, just keep burying them up, piling them bitches up. We might use them for meat one day.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
And a lot of this stuff goes down. Rock, tell them a lot of this stuff goes down. Now you're in construction, man. How many NDAs have you probably known of or heard of? Got to sign, man, that you can't say nothing about.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've heard a lot of people sign NDAs, still talk about shit, not on stream like this, but still talk about it. Like like me and you talk about it. Yeah, not a problem. Don't go and print it. Don't go on stream and say it live and be like, But I've heard a lot of people talk about stuff just in certain environment, locker room talk. You know what I mean? Don't. That's what. If there's difference between what am I looking for? Chat. Being liable and for slander and so like if I want to say so and so's whatever, I can say that to T behind closed doors. Don't go on YouTube and say so and so is this, or you can be like,
no. I would always. This is what I was told. If you're going to say something, like that, hypothetically speaking,
allegedly,
if this was this, then it would be this way. Those are always a good thing. Like I said about the whole money thing, if you knew how much money it really, really was, and it's fake money. If you know how much it really was, man, come on, man. If you think that Elon Musk or Bill Gates would ever let people know that they got $100 billion, man, that's nowhere close to the real number of money they got. It's nowhere even. Not even in the same ballpark, man. Not even the same zip code, right? Not even the same state. They're 10 states over with their money. There's so much money out there. What do you think? Why do you think these people live in these houses you don't know about? Where you're like, how the fuck do we work at the same job and you got a big ass house? They're all in on it, man. All of them are in on it, man. What do you think? Now, see, when I talk about how this rabbit hole goes, so then the abortion clinics are in on this too, because where do the babies go? Where do the funeral homes are in on it too? You see what I'm saying about this thing? When I say this thing is humongous, they're not going to pursue this thing because there's evidence and it's too fucking humongous. It's way bigger.
I'll do one right there. For all the people that say they're anti-abortion, all right, I'll try to be clean with this one. Let's say somebody's for abortion, right? And then there's somebody that's against abortion. I guarantee that person that's against abortion might have a company to where they can benefit off of the abortion they're against. Let's just say it that way. You're like, what do you mean? Think about it. I guarantee there's Republicans are most likely the people that are against abortion, right? Where does the waste go? Where does the waste go? Somebody's got to capitalize off that, right? You're not just going to fucking throw it in the fucking water. No, you're probably going to research and development off of it. Stem cells.
They're putting the medicine.
So they say they hate abortion, but do they? They fucking capitalizing on that shit.
They're putting the medicine for sex changes and all these different chemical cocktails in the water. And then you and we're drinking the water. I don't drink faucet water, but you're bathing in this stuff. Why do you think people are more docile and not up to be like, angry and all this stuff? They're not like this stuff. We are under attack, dude. To know
Somebody
that
said
they
it
give
in
this,
the comments earlier about fluoride. They're like, they're still putting fucking fluoride in our water. I was like,
yeah,
not only that, it's because we have fluoride deficiencies back from when they were using nuclear bombs in the 60s. So they started putting fluoride in the water. Wait, what? Bullshit. Because how come fast forward in 2026, Rockefeller lived through none of that shit? Most people have fluoride deficiency. I go to fucking get my teeth cleaned. They put fluoride on my teeth. Don't fucking bite anything hot for 4 hours because it's like this fucking wax. I'm like, huh? I'm like, I thought I've been drinking fluoride in my water. No, that's a fucking lie. You've been drinking some other shit or lack thereof, and you've been actually poisoning yourself with the fucking regular water because it's probably got lead and shit in it. Like, wait, I thought we were putting fluoride to stop that. And if I had fluoride, everybody's teeth would be fucked up. We'd have perfect fucking teeth, right?
we have
have
vampires amongst us. We have that's why you don't see these people in the daytime. We have real life vampires amongst us. Think about what I said about how Disney doesn't do anything but sell trauma. Like everything you've been like, you have to understand. You've been like conditioned. Me too. You've been conditioned for the things that we've learned to accept, like stuff that you know is wrong. These people are doing these things to us, and they don't care. If you think synthetic meat, no, those are people. That's people. You're eating meat pool. Meat pool. That's what you're eating. Meat pool.
I thought they already dispelled that one. Didn't they already say that like they use like meat product to make meat? It's like, wait, what? So they're making other meat and just like adding this plant source to it to make meat that's already been made. I'm like, wait, what? They're just using 40% meat and then adding 60% plant and calling it meat? That ain't fucking impossible. That's just watered down product.
Watered down product. This stuff is, man, I'm telling you, this stuff is so rampant. It's so rampant. It's so rampant that they can't. That's the reason why I figured out. That's why they don't pursue these people, because this is like, think about the Dark Knight. This is like a big RICO case, man. You can't, there's so many people in it. I can't start from here. I can't start from there. And they've given these people 5 to 6 years to get their affairs in order, man. 5 to 6 years to get their affairs in order, because this does not make any sense. Fucking sense.
For all the people that are like, Trump's in on it, you're probably right, because Trump's saying Clinton's in on it, right? So let's say we just eliminate everybody, the Bill Gates, the Elon Musk, all the people that are allegedly in this. We'd have nobody to run the fucking government again. Tomorrow we wake up and be like, we don't have a president. That fool locked up. You gonna run for president or am I? Because somebody needs to be fucking running president here.
Right.
We'd have nobody left to run operations in the world. You'd be like, what do you mean, Rock? It's just everybody's implemented. Now they're not gonna implement themselves. I could be like, if I'm Trump, I'm not gonna be like, well, send me to jail. I'm guilty. But if they did, we'd have nobody left to run the fucking world. We'd be stuck here like, hey, what do we do? Where our paychecks at? Oh, we ain't giving you no paychecks no more. We locked up, haven't we? Fuck. This runs everybody. I mean, when you read the fucking files, like the one guy in Trump's category where he's talking about like he lived next door to fucking Epstein. Like, you live next door to They start finding out how many people actually live next door. I'm like, oh, they all rub shoulders together, and they didn't give a fuck about politics.
How does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen? This is what I mean about how big this thing is. Pause. How do you think they got the money to be there? Everybody's getting paid to shut up. And I don't know if I'm more mad than them. How did I fucking get paid that shit? Or why? Why didn't I get paid that shit? Like that's why I said before to you, it's about families. These families have been running this country and this world for eons.
It's
And they'll stop
and
at nothing.
Too. Morals and ethics too. Because me and the casual reviewer Angel talked about this a couple months ago, when we knew that there were people that had no idea anything about politics were getting paid $2,000 a week to go out and protest. I said, Angel, can you believe that shit? And now I'm a numbers guy. $2,000 a week is $104,000 a year to protest. And also, they're going to send me to all these different places across America that I've never been to. That's a lot of money. Now, me being level-headed, like, wait a minute, Rock, they're going to push an established idea that you don't want in the long run. Now, short-term sounds great. You know what I mean? But you're not looking in the long term what it's going to do to you, your kids, their kids. You know what I mean? So it sounds great when you're like somebody has given $2,000 a week. People need that shit. People need, like, money makes the world go round. But you're not thinking long term. If you fall for that, you're a puppet. Like we were talking earlier, you become the puppet and if somebody's pulling your string, you go here, hold this fucking picket line up. I'll give you $2,000 a week. What is it for? What am I saying? It doesn't matter. Probably you become mindless, soulless. You're a zombie. Like that's what we come to the terms. If you ain't doing drugs, we bent over and fallen, zombie-ish. You're a zombie because you're holding a picket for $2,000 a fucking week for the vampires. You know, like
and they've been
legit animals.
They've been distracted. They put on Super Bowl. They put on All-Star Weekend. They're doing this. They're doing that. All to distract you from the fact that, wait a minute, you did what? What did these people do? I'm telling you, dude, these people, they're all in on it. They're all in on it.
Yep.
You use all that manpower to do everything else. You got Diddy. You got all these people. You got who you wanted to get, but you didn't get these guys. And all that Diddy stuff is old evidence. This is fresh evidence. And they don't do fresh evidence.
And I'll let it hit home for me. You know, y'all see me saying this. I won't say the name, but Rockefeller. That hits home for me. I grew up. I may or may not have had like 20 CDs by somebody named Rockefeller from Front to Go. And then when I hear this, I'm like, and then you know what? He may or may not have a wife and kids that have nothing, you know what? That may or may not have nothing to do with this, whose lives are now flipped upside down. You know, it's like, and turned around never to be the same because he made some handshake with somebody, or even worse, this runs, and that's, again, he isn't implemented. You know why?
Look up Tupac's daughter. Look up Tupac's daughter in the Getty Museum. Look up that. Go down that rabbit hole.
So Tupac's whether you want to admit this is real or not, there's probably somebody you're like, yeah, Rock, you're right. I like this fucking person, and I'm pretty sure they did. It's all right. You know what? Hey, me liking their art is fine. Art comes from traumatic situations, horrible events, you know, outsiders looking into others, you know, and giving it, you know, an outside perspective, you know, so art is art. Now, I'm not going to condone for what may or may not happen. I don't know. No Diddy. You know what I mean? If I hear Diddy's song, been around the world, me and T can be dancing the world. We're not going to be Diddying after the party. You know what I mean? Get that straight. So you want to separate art from artists and understand that this probably really happened. It's sad. We don't condone this shit, but it's true. It's not going to come out. If you can think of it, it's probably most likely allegedly true because everybody did it at this point in time. I was a 17-year-old, 21 to 21-year-old man when this shit was allegedly going on in the 90s. Trust me, I remember some shit before.
Look up the McMartin. Look up the McMartin case. McMartin, if you guys look at the McMartin case, you can be like, what in the F? Rock, man, I got to get some sleep, man, and get out of here, man. You going on tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing my video gamings and probably do some bonfires and coffee because it's 1 month to MegaCon. I wish you were coming, man, but I understand.
Man, yeah, I can't make it, man. I'm sorry, man. Can't make it, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I'll make it up to y'all. I promise, man. I'm sorry, man. I got some stuff I got to do that week, man. And I don't think I can get a flight out Saturday and come in there. But you never know. I might make a surprise, man. Might still do a surprise, man. But right now, it's not looking good. Got other things that take priority. But hey, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight, man. I'm going to do more of these. Check out my boy Rock tomorrow. Please check him out. Like and subscribe. Hey, Rock, let him know where to catch you at, man.
Yeah, I'm Rockefeller Plaza. You can find me on YouTube. I do video games Monday through Friday, and I do a little thing called Bonfires and Beers Saturday.
Besides, I'm sorry to be so deep, y'all. Pause. I'm sorry to be so deep on y'all, man. This is something that just is, it's pause. I think it's screwed up, man. And hey, like I said, Project Hail Mary will be Project Fail Mary. That is going to be a horrible movie. It's going to be the first box office bust, pause, of the year. Hey, I'm going to check y'all out, man. Hey, I'll probably do another one Thursday night. Who knows, man? But I owe y'all more of these. I just wanted to shout out y'all, man. Thanks for joining. A lot of you guys came over from DA's channel. I appreciate you spending some time with me, man. If you got anything to share, drop it in the comments, man. Hit me up. I miss y'all. Love y'all like crazy. Watch out for those sneaky sevens. Peace out.